The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face them. Man up.
We flew back to LA that night, and I got home. It's probably like 3 a.m. And I went down to the high school, which is down the street from our house. And the janitor let me in the gym, and I shot all day. All day. I mean, all day.
Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Don't settle. Make sure that whatever life that you want, you strive for that. You make sure you go for that. Don't let anyone tell you it's not possible. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not practical. You make sure that you go for it. You hungry? You want it? Then get it. Get that. Don't let nobody stop you. I went to a homeless shelter to get what I have now. I went to a homeless shelter. I struggled. I went hungry 3 nights in a row every week to get what I have. Don't let no one stop you. No one tell you what to do. You make sure you get it. Don't let no one stop you, all right? You're driven. The energy that you need, the drive you need to get it, you pull that from yourself. Because when you pull it from yourself, no one can influence it. Just you. Once you put your mindset where a killer mindset is, ain't nobody gonna stop you. Because I'm gonna tell you now, this game is not for nice people. I want you guys to believe. Don't just listen to me. Feel me in your soul. Believe you can win.
It's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say. You got to be balanced. To be the best in the world, the best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. I became obsessed with being the baddest mother that God ever created.
You got the second wind. Well, the problem is most people, when they go on a run, they never exhaust their first win. They never go to the extreme, to the level of fatigue where the first win expires, where they realize there's even a second win to begin with. They sit there and make excuses here and excuses there. There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there.
Our mind wants to protect us. The mind has a tactical advantage over us. It knows our deepest, darkest fears or insecurities. It knows where we start to feel, we start getting that doubt creeping that says, hey man, you know what, man, maybe this isn't good. Let's go back home to the wife. Let's go back home to the kids. This is not comfortable. So in that moment, the mind directs us. It's a protective mechanism. It saves us from doing bodily harm or it really saves us from discovering that the mind's like, I want to be in charge of you. I don't want you to be in charge of me.
One of the things that I see holding people back is comfort. So it's easy to get life to a stage where it's not that bad, it's not that good either. At least when you have a full-on breakdown, there's only one way to go, right? You're only going to go up from there. But I think it's possible to wallow for years in a just about passable life, right? Sedated by comfort. And I see this temptation in myself as well, to give up the good for the great. What would you say to people who are trying to escape this curse of mediocrity?
Well, if you're satisfied with it in some fundamental sense, I mean, there's something to be said, I suppose, for walling off of private space for yourself if you can maintain it, and detaching yourself to some degree from the troubles of the world and maintaining your own little private garden. The problem with that is the snakes tend to seep in from the outside, right? It's pretty difficult to wall yourself off in any real sense from the concerns of the world.
You're going to die never even trying to reach your full potential. This was the life that you were supposed to live, but you didn't try. Those of you who are listening to this, whoever hear this, you will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. You will not find it. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts.
So if you constantly stay in your comfort zone, in a zone of familiarity, and you don't explore and try new things, you don't put your neck out on the line and risk losing a little money, risk being laughed at, then you are literally that acorn that has the potential to become a beautiful, massive tree with deep roots and branches that touch the clouds. But you have kept yourself in that box, and you will just be a sad little sapling.
Do you sacrifice your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse's comfort so that you can be better, or do you sacrifice your comfort so they can feel better? It's obvious. Well, it's the same here. It's the same analogy, which is I choose to sacrifice my happiness, my joy, my comfort, my Lamborghini in this moment, not forever, but in this moment, for you.
Anybody ever tell you, hey, look, you know what? Just be satisfied with what you got. Don't believe them. Get them away from you. Should never be satisfied with what you got. Because the attempt to get more makes you into something better. All the time. The comfort zone is dangerous. When you're comfortable, you are at most dangerous. You should never feel comfortable. You should be happy and dissatisfied.
It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. Get your butt up. You are a royal priesthood. Get where you belong. Do what you're supposed to do. Live like you're supposed to live. You got all the stuff. You got it all. But you will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me.
Who are you when no one is watching? Are you the one who's up before everybody else? Are you up at midnight, 1 a.m., grinding, putting in miles, putting in those extra reps, putting in that blood, sweat, and tears, working on your craft, working to get better? Because it's what we do when no one is watching that separates the best from the rest.
You cannot be great if you cannot operate in chaos. That's my life. Because if you can operate in chaos, the world becomes Disneyland. Problems become scratches. I can lose my car. Somebody can blow it up. I'm gonna go have some sushi with my wife and think about the solution, not the problem. Many people focus on the problem and not solutions.
You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. I tell people this all the time. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots. 946 times since he was in high school, the ball has been in his hand to take the game-winning shot with no time on the clock. He has only made 146 of those. He has missed over 700 times, but he has made 146. You know what they write about? When you make it. They write about when you make it. So guess what? When you get through failing, all you got to do is make one.
Don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet. You have come too far to quit in the process. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit.
You start training. Train like this. It's your life, not a game. Like it's your life. Like this the last opportunity, the only opportunity. Give it everything you got. And if you fail, you can at least do what? Come on, you can say what? You tried. But if you don't go out there and give 120%, you're not a man. A man don't always put forth effort and accomplish his goals. As men, we fail too. We don't always do everything perfect, but if you're a real man, you try.
I'm talking to you. You're going through a storm right now. And I want you to know, whatever you're going through right now, if you can just muster up enough strength to hold on and hold out. If you do not quit, if you do not give up, it's coming, baby. Hold on. I don't care how long it takes you to finish school. Hold on. I don't care how long it takes you to pass that bar exam. You keep going.
You keep studying. You keep writing. You keep singing. You keep rapping. You keep boxing. You keep fighting. You keep dribbling. You just keep on keeping on. And if you persevere, I'm telling you, trouble don't last always. Every storm that's come, it will pass.
You can't wait for nobody else to fix you. You can't wait for nobody else to mature. You can't wait for nobody else to get to that part in their life where they come. You can't wait. I got great things in store for you. All I'm asking you to do is let this go so I can give you everything you've ever wanted. So I can put you where you always want to be. So I can put you where I ordained you to be, son. I gave you a gift. I can't play like you play. Humans play. I don't play.
Once you shut your mind down to the possibility that it can be achieved, there's no way it can happen. If you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you. Devise ways to break a soul of a human being, of an object, of whatever's in front of you. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything.
There's not a person on my team in 16 years that has consistently beat me to the ball every play. That ain't got nothing to do with talent. That's just got everything to do with effort.
I think continuing to have the belief in myself and not letting that veer off since I was young, since I've been told from my teachers that I would never amount to nothing. The bullying or the things that you face, the adversity you face, the discrimination, continuing to march on ahead towards your dream and never losing sight of that. I think that's definitely for sure the most difficult thing, is keeping your goal and your eyes set on that and not being distracted, not giving up. I think the easiest thing in life is to give up on whatever you're focused on or whatever you're hopeful for. The hardest thing is to keep going, but we have to continue to hold on.
Effort, dedication, work hard, because the talent is not enough anymore. And if you're not dedicated 100%, you're not gonna reach the level that you want. For example, you arrive home, you had a lunch, you do it a quick nap, and you wake up, you play with your kids, and I have to go to the gym at least 30, 40 minutes, but this will make the difference in the end of the day, you understand? If you not do it that work, you miss one. The next day, it's 2 sessions that you lost. And I know in the end of the day, in the end, they're gonna make a huge difference.
Know why you are doing what you are doing, and then get out there every day and win those small, tactical, short-term battles so you can win the strategic long-term victory that puts you where you want to be. And it's not going to be easy. The fight, the daily fight, is a challenge. You will not always want to do what you need to do. You will not always feel like doing something you need to do. You may not want to fight that battle, but you need to. You need to. You need to know your strategic goals, and you need to know why they are important. And then you need to get up, get out of your damn bed, get off your phone, get out of the soft and addictive comfort zone.
There's a certain level you can't get to when you keep compromising. You can't get to the next level because every time somebody draws something in front of your face, you give up. Don't you know you're more attractive when you can say no, when they know you got values? You think you're just going to change the game. You're just going to change the rules. It don't work like that. There's a standard to greatness and there's levels to this.
Stop complaining about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. The only way to become more successful than most people is to be willing to do something most people aren't willing to do.
Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day before anybody else and grounding my thought process is in the no one will outwork me. No one. I love and I respect you guys. Motherfuckers won't outwork me. All starts with this. 2 hands, putting it to work.
Just got to run a 120-mile week, 2,000 pull-ups, 4,000 push-ups, and hundreds of reps at the gym. I hear it all the time. Goggins has a great message, but you don't want to end up like him. His body's all fucked up. You're not afraid of having a fucked up body. You're afraid of fucking effort. See, what you don't understand is this. We're all being tested, and that road to success is a bumpy-ass fucking road. Has fucking potholes, nails, detours and shit. Yeah, a lot of you are gonna die with a nicely preserved body. No plates, No bad knees, no bruises, no scars.
You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to beat yourself up over the head. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me.
Every time I failed, I moved closer to the goal. You see, if you knew how to do it now, you'd be going sideways. When you're going after a goal, you're going ahead. And because you're going where you've never been, you're going to make mistakes. You don't know it all. You have perfection within you, and the objective of life is to bring that perfection to the surface. Well, you're going to make a lot of mistakes bringing that to the surface. Those mistakes are steps to where you're going. But if you think that you're going to enjoy great success and it's just one win after another, you're kidding yourself. It just doesn't happen. I don't even know anyone that's pulled that kind of a deal off. If they did, they were cheating or lying. Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today. You're going to figure it out.
You've lived a life dominated by doubt and fear. How do you step into bravery? Step. Take the step. Step aggressively towards your fear. And that step towards your fear is the step into bravery.
Do you ever wake up and you say, I don't want to do it today?
I fight against that. You know, it's the big challenge. It's when you're not willing to do something, but you have to do it. This is the main point. This is why I say our mind, it's a box of surprises, and you have to challenge yourself to be consistent. I repeat, sometimes it's hard. It's what many people say, you like to go to the gym every day. Of course, no. It's not true. Nobody likes to go to the gym every day, but you have to do it.
Let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
My biggest fear in life is that there is a final resting place in this world, and there's a final judgment. You talk to something much bigger than you. I don't want to sit down and have a conversation with someone that says, you're in heaven, this is where you should have been on earth. I want God to be up there right now as we're speaking, writing stuff down, saying, my God, he exceeded even mine. That's how I live my life. I now know that there is no cap on the human mind. There's no cap. We cap it ourselves. So showing up to eating dinner in the best shape of your life, what that does is it opens up all of your fucking options. People don't know how to turn their minds on. People don't know about this bolts and laws, why I say it, why I start yelling. I'm trying to activate something. I'm trying to activate passion, want, hunger, the dog, the savage. That motherfucker's falling asleep. When I show up, know I'm in the great shape, I can wake that savage beast up. You gotta learn yourself, know how to wake yourself up. But if you don't show up in the best shape of your life, your mind is worthless to you, so your savage is fucking dead. Stay hard.
This is what you do. You are built for this. You would just believe that your day coming, that the sacrifices you are making today, they gonna pay off. But if you do not believe, it ain't gonna happen. Keep fighting in the midst of the struggle. Keep fighting. Keep thinking positive. You only lose when you quit. It's a dog fight. It's hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. The only way I lose is if I quit. And you can't defeat me.
Don't quit. You've come so far already. Look back at the beginning. See how much ground you've covered. It wasn't easy, right? But you did it. Every step you took brought you here. Don't stop now. Not when you've proven to yourself how strong you are. Remember that growth happens one step at a time. Your journey is not over. It's just getting tougher because you're moving closer to something great. Quitting might feel like an option. Don't give up on the progress you've made. You're closer than you think to the breakthrough you're waiting for. Keep pushing. The hardest climbs often lead to the best views. Now repeat after me. First will, not quit. First will.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed? You're not being prodded. You're not given a reward. Nobody's encouraging you. What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running.
But what happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt.
Every champion has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit.
I will never quit, because if you quit, you may still be alive walking around on this earth. You're done. I will never quit. I will persevere and I will thrive on adversity. My team expects me to be physically harder and mentally stronger than our opponents. I hold myself to that standard. I will be physically harder and mentally stronger than anything that comes against me, my family, my business, my brothers, my sisters, my team. I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger, and I will work to maintain that position.
While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping, I'll keep working. You keep talking smack, I'll keep working. You keep chattering about things, I'll keep working. You put in the work that no one else is willing to do, because most people in the world are lazy. It is hard, and that is why you will achieve things that other people will never achieve.
You've got to build a bulletproof level of self-confidence that will never hold you back from reaching your full potential ever again. And of course, you'll have haters. People will try to kill your dreams. Anyone building something always does. But it's your job to shut them all up with your results. The best revenge in life is massive success.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals, or are you just a thought?
Enjoy your life, find things to smile about, be curious, read, watch, expose yourself to as many different ideas as you can, because something's going to click at some point.
Society taught us pain is bad. No, pain is very good. Pain is fuel. When you're engaging in the vices, what you're doing is you're sitting in a tub of pain. Imagine the pain is water and you're just sitting in it. Expect poison from the standing water. What you want to do is you want to mobilize your pain. You want to take pain and transform it into fuel to push you forward to become the higher and better version of yourself.
When you have a dream, that dream will always be tested. The pressure in your life right now has a purpose. It's not crushing you. It's pushing what's on the inside of you out. It shows you who you really are.
I don't want nothing from you but for you to leave this room and know what you want. What? I can't explain it, but you better feel me. Winners win and losers lose.
There is no greater pain than that of regret. Nothing can kill your soul more than the feeling of regret. Never be afraid to take a risk in life. Never be afraid to take a risk going after what you really want.
It's hard, but it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up.
I love the sun, but things don't grow because of the sun. You have to have some rain. And you've got to stop looking at rain in your life as something bad. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up.
When you quit, your mind says we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. When you say, F you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind, it says, F he's not leaving. So we got to expand. We got to grow. We got to figure this fucking thing out. So then these compartments in your brain, they have to work. And then you start to engage parts of your mind that you never engaged before. When you're in suffer mode and you say, I'm not going to quit. You're forcing your brain now to operate on a level it's not used to.
What you're going through right now will pass. This pain you're feeling will subside. But the pride of knowing you gave it your all will stick with you forever.
Push through the pain. I know it hurts. I know you're feeling it.
David was dealing with anxiety. He said, I'm overwhelmed with trouble. My enemies are making loud threats. My heart is anxious. With so much fear and trembling, I can't stop shaking. That's some serious anxiety. Now, David was a warrior. He had defeated Goliath, conquered cities, led the Israelites into great victories. But now he's overwhelmed, so anxious that he can't move forward. Dealing with anxiety doesn't mean that you're weak. You don't have enough faith. You must have done something wrong. The enemy wouldn't be trying to stop you if he didn't know there was a calling on your life. He knows there's greatness in you, that you're on the verge of seeing a new level.
If you play it safe, you're going to exist. You only get to live when you take risk. Ain't no living in safety. You can't be the man if you don't jump. You can't be top dog unless you fight the other dog. Ain't nobody finna give you the championship. You don't win the title without coming to the fight. You don't win the fight without training. Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? All of you have a gift. You just gotta quit wanting your gift to be somebody else's gift. Identify your own gift, because you already have it. Here's the way you identify your gift. Your gift is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That is your God-given gift. If I was you, I would do that gift for you mess around and leave this world, because your gift will make room for you. You'll be the happiest you've ever been, and you'll make the most money you ever made. I dare you to try it. That's a promise God made.
Well, you should be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful. But you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. It's like the first thing you want to do is dispense with the idea that you get to have any permanent security outside of your ability to contend and adapt. It's the same issue with children. It's like you're paying a price by sitting there being miserable. And you might say, well, the devil I know is better than the one I don't. It's like, don't be so sure of that. The clock is ticking. Yeah. And if you're miserable in your job now and you change nothing, in 5 years, you'll be much more miserable and you'll be a lot older.
People get up every day, they do the same thing, tell themselves they're going to change their life one day, and they never do. I'm going to change mine.
Make your move before you're ready. We're instructed in life to walk by faith and not by sight. See, you want to really begin to stretch yourself. You want to become a risk taker. You want to raise the bar on yourself. Most people won't do that. See, most people engage in low life living, low risk living. This God said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there?
What would you do if you weren't afraid? I love thinking about that when I'm thinking about big life decisions. Like, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And it's usually like the big one, the bigger thing that I really want to do, but I'm afraid to do it. It's like, that's what I should do. Like, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail?
I like what Helen Keller said. Life is short and unpredictable. Eat the dessert first. And so you want to begin to take some chances. You want to begin to challenge yourself and make it okay to fail and learn from your failures.
Imagine when you're older and your grandkids say to you, "Granddad, tell me about what it was like when you were young." And you say, "I didn't really do much, to be honest, because I was worried about what other people would think of me. I never took my shirt off because I hated the way I looked. I didn't start that business because I was scared it might fail." Just think about how silly that would sound. You only get one go around at this thing, blink and you'll miss it, crack of the whip and then you're gone. So make it worth it.
Your destiny is in the fire. If you run from the fire, you will run from your destiny. Your destiny is in the problems. Your destiny is in the storm. Your destiny is in the fight.
You're not a victim. You're a victor. And the only thing stands between your success, the only thing stands from you doing what you know you've been called to do. The only thing is you. Nobody can stop you. You're the only person that can stop you. So stop talking like a victim. Stop thinking like a victim. Stop acting like a victim and walk into your destiny. Walk into it.
Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion.
If you stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
Let me tell you, you're going to fight until you can't fight no more. And when you can't fight anymore, you're going to lay down and bleed a while. And then you're going to get up and fight some more.
Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet. You have come too far to quit in the process. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
Ever, because so few are willing to push themselves further. While my competitors sleep, I'll be awake. While they rest, I'll be working. Even if no one sees it, I keep moving forward. If you're alone right now, use it as a chance to do more, to be better. Though I don't enjoy long days or waking up early, I do it for the results. Winning isn't just about performing during the game. It's about all the unseen hours of training in the dark. True champions are consistent, working hard even when no one's watching. If you can excel in private, you'll be even better in public.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
A person's character is not judged when they ride the wave of success, when everyone chants their name and you want to be their friend. No, your character is put to the test when your back is against the wall. Failure has made me who I am today. Failure gives you two choices. You stay down or you get up. Well, I'm up and I am fired up because I have figured it out. And I can stay down or I can get my ass up, and I'm in the getting up business.
What's your why? You need a why. Why do you need a why? Because some days you're going to say, I don't want to get up. But that why is going to say, I'll push yourself. Get up. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. Your why is going to push you when you can't push yourself. When you want to quit and give up, your why is going to give you that edge you need, that advantage you need, that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why.
Everybody wants the prize, but nobody loves the process. Everybody wants to be a champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to be a champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody is willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's painful. Yes, I'm going to have setbacks, but I'm still going to be successful. Why? Because I owe it to myself. I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day to become a victor and not a victim. And can't nobody stop me but me.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. Pero only one thing is true. I will be champion one day. I promise. I promise.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
If you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. God has shown you some amazing stuff in your life that you thought was brilliant. Then you took it to your friends and your family and you shared it with them and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they couldn't see it? Because God didn't show it to them. He showed it to you.
It's hard to keep going when no one is supporting you, when no one is clapping for you. And that is exactly why you have to become your own biggest fan.
Or what they like to do, and yeah, I said I want to be a footballer, and he's like, yeah, everyone wants to be a footballer. So and that always stuck with me. It always was in the back of my head. I always thought of it. I'm gonna do it, because he didn't think I probably was gonna do it. So
I just tell everybody, like, to follow your dreams and just stick true to yourself. Like, whatever you want to do, just put your all into it. Like, don't give up on it. Just figure out how to get it done, and it's gonna work. Like, if you push it.
You don't need more time. You don't need more money. You don't need more help. All you need is you. You just need to put in more energy, more effort, and make yourself do the things you don't want to do so you can be who you want to be.
Every single failure in my life happened because I was not intentional enough. In that moment, with that person, with that project, with that negotiation, with that video, with that audience. I just didn't have that level of intention that said, I need to be the best of who I am right now. And it's just about, like, what are the 5 things that make you successful? Summon that. Summon that. I know when the best of who I am, when I'm literally the best of who I am, I'm in a space of high intention to live and to love and to matter. And I'm locked in on those, and I'm living through that as I go throughout my day.
Why is a person overweight almost all of their life? It isn't because they were destined to be fat. They're thinking, in a different way. The same with addiction. Or why do you keep attracting the same kind of people into your life? The wrong people for you, or whatever it might be. This is just all long habituated thought systems. We challenge them and begin to see that they're not even true. They're all lies. So it's like we live in a world in which all things are possible. There's no accident. There can be no accidents. There's an organizing intelligence that supports everything in this universe. And we live as if who we are is this little microscopic separate thing who's always got to do things a certain way and fit in a certain way. And none of that is true.
But do not offend me. I don't need to prove nothing. I believe so much in myself, and I have a bulletproof mind. And when I go out there, I know what I'm able to do. And I do it good. Because I have a vision, I have my confidence, and I believe in myself. People call it arrogant, I call it confidence.
So if you're in the woods and you don't know where to go, start walking. You got to start walking, because the perspective's not going to change. You have to start moving forward. You have to start taking steps in order to improve your vision, improve your perspective, change your perspective, make some kind of progress. And worst case scenario, you figure out that you walked the wrong direction. Okay, now you can go walk in the other direction. And that's going to be fine. But standing there lost and not doing anything is just waiting to die, waiting to starve to death. Don't let that happen.
Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. While others make it happen. Cut the noise. Block out the distractions. Focus your energy and start grinding every day for what you want.
We all have days where we don't feel like doing what we need to do. We all have days we struggle. We all have days that we dread getting out of bed. And when you feel yourself feeling this way, I want you to think about what the monster is. We are not doing something that needs to be done. That's the monster. The longer we allow that monster to live in our brains, in our minds, the bigger and stronger it gets. If you don't slay the monster will eat you the fuck alive. You will live a life of anxiety, of fear, of confusion, of frustration if you don't make a habit of slaying the monster.
If your life was a movie and it started as the hero of your own movie.
You know who has a plan B? Motherfuckers that lose. That's a fact. Okay? Every single person that wins big, every single person that you look at, every single person that you're inspired by, every single person that you aspire to be like, they only have one motherfucking plan. And that is they are going to win or they are going to die fucking trying. Because the people who go all in, the motherfuckers who burn the ships and leave themselves no other option but success, and you're only going half in because you're half in and you're half fucking out, guess what? You're going to lose.
What comes easy will not last. What lasts will not come easy. Do what is hard, and your life will become easy.
Everybody on the way to where you're trying to get to, you have a decision, and one day you can go forward or you turn back. The problem is the average person turns back from their dream.
You have the vision. You believe in the vision. You are sure, positive, that if other people could see your vision, they would be amazed.
I believe, and I learned very young, that you don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid.
For most people, being broke is the standard. They'll accept just getting by, just having enough, doing the bare minimum in their job.
But for some people out there, the rare individuals, their standards are to excel, to go beyond what is expected of them, to have more than enough, to not just serve those they care about, but to amaze them.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. What makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. This decision is yours and yours alone.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to.
You can't look at this gigantic list and say, I gotta change all this shit. My God, this is crazy. No, take off the first one. I wanna be smarter. For me, that was my thing. I have to become more intelligent. I have such a severe learning disability, and I can't retain shit. I had to now get that one thing and then strategize in that one problem. How can I do this? I'm not gonna learn like you. I'm not gonna learn like anybody else. How am I gonna figure this out? So I then figured out, okay, where are my strengths here? Where are my weaknesses in learning? All right, man, how am I gonna do this? And I figured out a way to do it.
The first thing they should do is change their physiology. Because before you try to take control of your mind, you take care of your body. Your body affects your emotion. Then how they become conscious of it is they simply ask themselves in this moment, what am I focusing on? They start to ask, what am I focusing on? But what's wrong is always available. So is what's right. And then the meanings are the most important ones, because when you're really upset, there's a meaning. And I always tell people, meanings come from beliefs. A belief's a poor substitute for an experience. I could believe something about you, you can believe about me, but if we go hang out for a week, we know each other. If you tell me I know what China's like, you've never been there, it's your belief. If we go live there for 6 months, now you know. The answer to your question is they got to change the body first. They can do it by lifting weights. Anything that requires you to do something, even for a short time, I'll give you 10 minutes, where you're pushing way beyond your comfort zone. What that does, it makes your mind and your body work together. And then you develop real will.
The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it.
Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, and don't be afraid to be different, man. You ain't got to fit in the crowd. I tell my sons all the time, why are you following everybody when you were clearly meant to lead?
People that don't have their own visions, they become vision killers. They want nothing more than to talk you out of your own visions. They don't have dreams for themselves. They don't have any hopes. They're hopeless. They're uninspired, unmotivated. They have no dreams. They have nothing that they're ambitious about.
Anything you focus your mind on, you can change. You don't like the way your life is going, you're the only one who can change it. You don't have to be an alcoholic. You don't have to be a failure. You don't have to be anything you don't want to be if you ever decide to change your mind.
We're getting tons of emails from very young, mostly men, who are struggling with porn addiction, who are struggling with obesity, who want to kill themselves, insecurity, depression. But I'll tell you this right now. A lot of you follow people, you look up to people, you admire them, all these different things. A 1-minute video that you see on Instagram is not going to get you where you need to go. You got to change yourselves. You got to change yourselves. Self-respect, self-discipline.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
You start training, train like this, it's your life, not a game. Like it's your life. Like this the last opportunity, the only opportunity. Give it everything you got. And if you fail, you can at least do what? Come on, you can say what? You tried. But if you don't go out there and give 120%, you're not a man. A man don't always put forth effort and accomplish his goals. As men, we fail too. We don't always do everything perfect, but if you're a real man, you try.
It's really hard to be led by your butt. But I'm not qualified, but I'm not good enough, but I'm not smart enough, but I didn't go to the right school, but I don't have enough money, but. If you're ever gonna step into your future, if you're ever gonna step into your destiny, you're gonna have to get over your butt.
A good human being, a fulfilled human being, doesn't need to break anyone down. All they do is want to build you up. So anybody you meet that calls you out of your name, that bullies you, that messes you up, that makes you feel not lifted, they are dealing with something deep-rooted.
All I need you to do is speak up and say, I expect to win. Declare that it's over. That yesterday was the last day that you were a loser. Like yesterday was the last day you expected to come up short. When you set out for a goal, expect it to happen. Expect to be successful. Expect it to be positive. If you can expect it, if you can wake up feeling like a winner, if you can wake up talking like a winner, if you can expect that everything you do will come out winning, I guarantee you, you never ever have to come up short again.
If for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, what would you be like? Because you're not everything you could be, and you know it. What would happen if you just stopped wasting the opportunities that are in front of you? You'd be who knows how much more efficient. 10 times more efficient. 20 times more efficient. You have no idea how efficient people get. It's off the charts.
So you nervous about the fight?
They're scared to death.
You don't look scared?
Well, you ain't supposed to.
Then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, well, I think I do.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life, and your ass was asleep. Bible says, he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night.
The way you get to the next level of your life is keep going. Keep going, keep running. Even when you don't even know, even when you get turned into chaos. You cannot be great if you cannot operate in chaos. That's my life. Because if you can operate in chaos, the world becomes Disneyland. Problems become scratches. I can lose my car. Somebody can blow it up. I'm gonna go have some sushi with my wife and think about the solution, not the problem.
What's the difference between a gazelle
And what's the difference between the lion? The gazelle is running from something. And that's a lot of you in this room. You will run. You'll do what you're supposed to do as long as you're getting pushed. But as soon as that stops, you stop. So you've got to ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you?
Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny.
I don't care who's doing better than me. I don't care what kind of results everyone else is getting. I care what I'm doing.
For the next 2 years, all I'm going to do is get good grades. I didn't date. I didn't party. I didn't drink. I literally didn't leave my dorm room. I worked. I put my head down for 2 years and I just worked.
Almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a month or a year, but many years of doing.
Everything you do, write that down, and you're like, my God, I am wasting so much time on frivolous bullshit. It's not even funny.
I know that the intelligence that created all these things is in me and around me, and that I can call upon it for my slightest need. I know that my body is a manifestation of pure spirit, and that spirit is perfect. Therefore, my body is perfect also. I enjoy life, for each day brings a constant demonstration of the power and wonder of the universe and myself. I am confident, I am serene, I am sure.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep. The Bible says, he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night.
You meet somebody wealthy? Their family at one point was not wealthy. And then the one shows up. The one. One person changes the family tree forever. In my family, I'm the one. And it wasn't because I wanted it or I hoped for it. I fought for it. I want to win. I want to fight for my family. I want my mom and dad proud of me. I want my kids proud of me. I want me proud of me. I want to look in the mirror and be happy with the man I look back at.
Would you work harder? Would you make more sacrifices? Would you live with passion? Would you really do all you can possibly do and rise up to your true God-given potential? Rise up to the challenge. You know you have more inside you. You can lie all you like to others, but you can't lie to yourself.
It's unreal how much time we waste during the day. And most of it on these fucking computers, phones, Instagramming back and forth, whatever the heck you call this shit nowadays, tweeting and texting and shit. We waste so much time on our little gadgets. It's unreal. And we talk about we have no time. Write down this one day. Everything you do, write that down, and you're like, my God, I am wasting so much time.
You know who's gonna bail you out? You know who's gonna come and rescue you? You know who's gonna come and save the day? No one.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You're getting comfortable! Comfortability kills dreams! So get up and go get those gains!